stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's the handoff. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks. Last week, they've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. With the catch, it's Sategna. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you...
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield. It's Aguilar. It's complete to the right. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Volunteers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
To the air on second down. Extending the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring the new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they'll match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. The quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Vols send out the punt unit. The kick is on its way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll run it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Really nice job of threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
To the air, it's Mateer. Quarterback moving. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up 14 over Duke. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Sends it downfield. He's got it on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Touchdown ball! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Mateer. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
On the run, it's Tatum. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wants to throw on third down. Got it behind the line. It's Tucker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on the return.
Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tatum. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Aguilar. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Oh, better look out! Turning it on! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the coverage team surrounding the ball, no chance for the return man to get in there on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Wheeler. And he's knocked down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Sooners will punt this one away. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The inside handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Into the secondary on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Tucker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll try the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Nice job on defense there against the power play, plugging up the middle of the field, forcing the ball carrier to try to get to the outside. They use their speed to tackle him for a loss.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboard a little extra time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking for room, it's Lewis. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Vols are on the move. Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Quick toss. Touchdown, Tennessee! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
You got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. You lost track of the pitch man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 27 over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Makes the catch, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Aguilar. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He might want another play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes the grab. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a... But they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Griffin, 42, Spider, 4 to Park.
From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. The Volunteers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory, but you're also... Field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Vols need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They want that clock to run. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Got the first himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
That's caught. It's Tucker. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
Gonna run it. It's Tatum. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tatum. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think on offense here, in a 2-minute situation, down in possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Lewis. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And if I'm a coach, I'm always trying to isolate a running back on the linebacker any chance I can get. And they got it there, but winning for the linebacker. Great job seeing that ball, going and attacking the running back as soon as he catches it and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd down, going up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Lewis. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Oh, he's got some space.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got him first. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.